Welcome to Rajendra Tandon videos. We continue with Bhramar Geet by Surdas. We would be taking up another verse today. Surdas was a 16th century Hindi poet, devotional poet and singer, known for his lyrics written in praise of Krishna. They were written in Braj Bhasha. That was the name for Hindi in those days. He was a part of Bhakti movement spreading across the Indian subcontinent. This movement represented spiritual empowerment of the masses. Some other noteworthy poets in this movement were Meera, Tulsidas, and Kabir. In Bhramar Geet, Surdas has included verses describing Uddhav visiting Braj to convey Krishna's message to gopis who had been left pining for him when he had suddenly left for Mathura. The genesis of Bhramar Geet poems can be traced to Srimad Bhagavad Puran. According to the narration in the Puran, the inhabitants of Braj could not reconcile with the loss of Krishna to Mathura. The depth of their sorrow knew no bounds. Krishna sends Uddhav to Braj where he explains the divinity of Krishna to his parents, Nand and Yashoda. He tells them that Krishna is formless, unborn, without a beginning and an end, and he is omnipresent. He advises them to look for this Krishna rather than the child they had brought up. At this stage, the gopis who had assembled by this time take Uddhav aside and probe him to learn as much as they can about their beloved Krishna. They repeatedly chant Krishna's name. Meanwhile, a black bee, Bhramar, drones into this assembly. The gopis taunt Uddhav through the medium of the bee. These verses are therefore named Bhramar Geet. The gopis, when they came to know that Uddhav had brought a message from Bhagwan Krishna, they bowed to him. They smiled at him, they laughed with him, they talked to him in sweet words. We know you are a messenger of Krishna and you have brought his message. Your master has sent you to bring happiness to his parents. Otherwise, for us, there is nothing to remember in Braj after Krishna has deserted us. In the verse which we are going to discuss today, the gopis retort to Uddhav not to preach them yoga. काहे को रोकत मार्ग सूधो सुनहु मधुप निर्गुण कंटक तई राजपंथ क्यों रूथो कै तुम सिखी पठे हो उपजा कहियो श्याम घनहु धो वेद पुराण स्मृति सब ढूंढो जुवतिनी जोग कहूं धो ताको कहाँ परेखो कीजे जाने छाछ न दूधो सूर सूर अक्रूर गयो लय ब्याज निवैरत उधो. Have you been sent by Kubja, the hunchback whose hunch had been treated by Krishna and people thought he had fallen in love with her. Why are you blocking our path, the straight path of love and affection? You are scattering thorns on that path. Sunhu madhup nirgun kantak tai. Nirgun is a thorn in our path of love. Why are you destroying this road to love with Krishna? Are you an agent of Kubja? We have listened to what is written in the Vedas, in the Puranas. Nowhere young women have been advised to practice yoga, giving up romance, Shringar. They are growing, they have a hunger. Only love can assuage that hunger. It seems that you do not know the difference between milk and lassi, where the fat has been taken out. ताको कहाँ परखई कीजिए. You are not able to discriminate. जाने छाछ न दूधो. You don't know the difference between milk and lassi. सूर मूर अक्रूर गए. Our capital has been taken away by Akrur. They are referring to Krishna. He was their capital. Have you come to charge interest? What for? Our capital is gone. See, with Surdas you can't imagine in advance what image is he going to bring. He brings the image in this particular verse of thorns being scattered on the path to their freedom to love Krishna. They talk of Veda Purana, not advising young people to go for yoga. And they talk of Uddhav not being able to discriminate between milk and chach, buttermilk. That is the beauty of Surdas's poetry. The man had a remarkable capacity to bring out one new image after another. He combined bhakti and shringar to describe union and separation with an intensity seldom achieved anywhere. According to critics, Brahmar Geet is not only one of the most sublime writings on Virha and Shringar, but is also a unique discussion on Sagun and Nirgun. In the conversation between the gopis and Uddhav, we find a witty repartee and a penetrating satire. Surdas's verses not only reach a pinnacle of emotion, but are also rated high for a poet's craft. His language is simple, expression spontaneous, and words full of learning. He is rich in imaginative similes and metaphors. Surdas is one of the greatest of Hindi poets. He not only enriched literature with emotion and linguistic excellence, but also pioneered a unique tradition in Krishna Kavya. We are lucky. We have thousands of verses written by Surdas, one richer in thought and devotion than the other. We can get them in book forms, read them, enjoy, and improve our lives. I highly recommend you to read Sursagar or Brahmar Geet books which are easily available. My little effort is only to enlighten you about the beauty of Surdas's language, about the thought that he contained in Bhramar Geet selections, in his descriptions of love between the gopis and Krishna. I thank you. We meet again.